Hello everyone, this is Paukshte Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. I also want to remind you that some of our video courses are already available. Buy them if you haven't done it yet. We would really appreciate your support. Today we'd like to show you how to insert a zipper in a skirt of blend wool. We'll show you how to do it without a cover stitch machine. We've already shown you how to make a skirt of the blend wool with the overlapping seams. Today we'll show you how to insert a zipper in such skirt. We're going to make a mock-up of this pink blend wool. There will be a zipper in the upper part and a slit in the lower part of the mock-up. Let's start with the zipper. First, we need to mark the wrong side in the fabric. The width of the seam is 1.5 centimeters. I remind you that we are making just a mock-up. This is not an actual garment. First, we need to measure and mark 1.5 centimeters and draw a line here. This is where the seam is going to be placed. We also need to mark the length of the zipper in the fabric. This detail is 1.5 centimeters wide. We need to cut the extra pieces from the fabric to make this edge straight. Next, we need to measure and mark 1.5 centimeters on the other side as well. They will be edged differently. Have a look here. Natalie has marked 1.5 centimeters from the edge, and she has also marked the checkpoints. Let's have a look at the right side. The zipper should be covered this way. That means that we need to cut about 1 centimeter or 1.2 centimeters from this edge. Watch what Natalie is doing very attentively. Cut the extra pieces from the seam. Have a look here. This is the same line. It's just that the width of the extension is just about 2 or 3 millimeters now. Next, we need to double this edge with the interfacing material. Let's go to the ironing desk. Be very attentive. To double this edge accurately, you need to attach the interfacing material about 1 or 2 millimeters away from the edge itself. If you apply it right to the edge, it will be seen from the right side. Do not forget that the interfacing material should be cut on the lengthwise grain. This is a must. In this case, it will prevent the edge from stretching. We've doubled the edge with the interfacing material. And next we can go to the sewing machine to stitch the zipper to one of the sides. Natalie is taking the zipper before stitching. The width of the seam is 5 millimeters. Don't be lazy. Tack the details before stitching them. The garments we sew should be perfect. Be careful. Don't stretch or gather the fabric. We're using a regular foot for stitching the zipper. The width of the seam is just 1 or 2 millimeters. Have a closer here. Put the presser foot right on the chain to make an even seam. As I've said, the width of the seam is just 1 or 2 millimeters. We can remove the tagging now. Be very attentive. This is what we doubled this part of the seam for. We did it to prevent it from stretching. The interfacing material is not visible. Do everything just like we show you. Let's have a look at the second edge. There is a raw edge in it as well. Mark the checkpoint on the right side. The checkpoint marks the end of the zipper. We need to stitch this detail right along the edge. The width of the seam is 1 millimeter as well. The seam is almost invisible, but it will prevent the edge from stretching. Have a look at the seam. The fabric has stretched a bit. This is why we need to iron it. We cannot double it with the interfacing material. This is why we need to shape it with an iron. Have a look at the way Natalie is doing it. This seam was made for us to be able to stitch the center back seam accurately. We're not going to do it in this video, but you will have to do it when sewing skirts. We need to draw the checkpoint once again. Join the details. Make sure that the seams match and tack the zipper. Be very careful when tacking. Make sure that you are doing everything accurately. When we finish tacking, we'll stitch the zipper with the one-sided foot. In the next video, we'll show you how to edge the center back seam and the slit. We've changed the foot. We can start stitching now. Natalie has decided to draw a line for stitching first. This seam is going to be both decorative and functional. It should be very beautiful. Natalie is doing everything perfectly. Be very attentive, please. When you reach the checkpoint, leave a needle inside and turn the detail. Make back stitches here. That's it. The two seams are parallel. They are very beautiful. I remind you that this is just a mock-up. This is why we finished stitching this way. If it was an actual skirt, we would have had to stitch the seam further. Let's go to the ironing desk. Be very attentive. It's better to use steam and some pressing equipment to prevent leaving iron marks. Very beautiful. I love the result. The zipper looks amazing. It's very neat. Be very attentive. If you decide to line a skirt, you should stitch the lining to the zipper. I remind you that the edges in this detail are raw. Anyway, you can see that they look very beautiful. One of the sides is doubled with the interfacing material, and the other was made stronger by seam. This is the best way to stitch the zipper to a blend wool item. You can do it without a cover stitch machine. We were glad to show you this technique. In the next video, we'll show you how to edge the slit. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. We're Ira and Natalie. Buy our courses, subscribe to this channel, write comments, share the videos, press like and the bell buttons. We would really appreciate your support. Thank you. Goodbye.